Welcome, guys, to another episode of Realtor Hacks, Tips, and Tricks. I am one of your hosts, Hallie McCrory, based in San Angelo, Texas, and also Dallas, Texas. Split my time in both North and West Texas. Lots of driving going on. Also, host for American Dream TV, Emmy-nominated TV show, coach for Tarek El Moussa's team at eXp Realty. And I've also got my co-host on, Casey Steyer. She is also an amazing real estate agent in Raleigh, North Carolina, all things downtown. But really, I mean, she works the coast, the mountains as well. And what else? She's also an American Dream TV host for Raleigh. So, we love to collaborate on that. And then today we're super excited to have Carrie. It's Soav, right?
Sauve.
Oh my gosh, I should have asked you before. Sauve. Carrie Sauve. So I'm super excited. I'm like totally nerd out on all things AI, chat GPT. Carrie is not only a real estate influencer, but also AI, you're the official AI consultant for eXp, right?
Yeah.
Which is insane. So, AI expert, consultant for large corporations, including, a 90,000 person brokerage that covers 24 different countries, based out of Ontario, correct?
Yes, I'm in Niagara Falls.
Oh my goodness. So close to New York. Well, Welcome, Carrie. We're so excited to have you on. I found Carrie through Goga Bethke, which was one of our previous guests as well. And I was so impressed with everything you were doing, your presentation skills, and really just like your ability to teach AI in a very easy way, because it's not always that easy to understand or also to teach people how to do, I feel like. So I thought you'd be a perfect person for our podcast. And I also love seeing women in real estate and tech succeed. So thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we love to start off our podcast just kind of asking about your background. So you are a real estate agent as well. Tell us about your journey of how you got into real estate, and then also, if you could transition that into, how you got focused on AI and chat GPT and all the artificial intelligence things.
Yeah, so I got into real estate almost 15 years ago. I do both commercial and residential because you can do both here in Canada, which is interesting. I really, honestly, I just kind of fell into it. I bought a home and I thought if I could do this for a living, this would be wonderful. And that's what I did. And I had a lot of contacts in business owners, corporate. So the transition to commercial was pretty natural because we have to go where our sphere of influence is, of course,
for sure.
Right? And I didn't do things the traditional way. I've been operating my entire business on social media for the whole 15 years. So it was either my SOI or my social media, and they both feed each other. So who knows where they're really coming from.
Is that like MySpace?
Well, it was Instagram 15 years ago.
Was it? Is that already 15 years ago?
I know, right? But
I think I got it in 2012. Oh my God.
We don't even know what year it is.
I don't know when I got my Instagram account.
Holy crap. Yeah, I think I got it 2012.
My Facebook
12 years. Oh my God. Okay. So so we had Facebook, Ben. I mean, shoot.
Yeah, and Twitter as well. So I was heavy into Twitter as well. And then, not a lot of agents know how to generate business on social media. They're using it as like a secondary website or a portfolio. So a few years ago, I decided to start coaching agents on how to generate business on social media, like get buyers and sellers reaching out to you.
Yes.
Because lead gen's has been a big thing for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to chase leads. Like these people don't want to talk to us, right? So yeah, and I was doing that, but what people don't understand about social media is it can be a full-time job in itself. If you're doing it right, it's very time consuming and it's very uncomfortable. So I'm pumping out several videos every single day. And people think it's so easy for me, and it's not. Like, my assistant chases me down and forces me to record video because I will make up any excuse to not do it. So it's uncomfortable for everybody. So a year and a half ago, when ChatGPT was released, because AI has been around forever, it's been coded, but it's been around for a really, really long time. Like, I think
I mean,
over a decade.
Alexa Dot we've had for a while, and that's technically AI, or like Siri in our iPhones is like technically AI, right?
Yeah, but it was coded. So this is like the new no code AI. And when that was released through ChatGPT, that was the first LLM to release. Remember back what was like November 2022. Yeah, I thought, okay, how can I use this to make social media easier? And once I figured that out and it was working really well, I just went down the rabbit hole. How else can I apply this to my business? And literally just implemented AI into every piece of my business. And then obviously evolved into coaching, because I coach and I do consulting for brokerages. I'm a very systemized person. So I'm very much like GoGo. It's systems, automation. And I just have an eye, I think, because here's what most people don't understand. AI is not like a tech thing at all. Like, there's nothing really technical about it. The only skill that you need to use AI at a high level is good communication skills. That's all you need. And as realtors, we should have that already. So if you think of it in terms of like, I don't have to learn tech, I just have to learn how to communicate better, to ask for what I want. It becomes a lot less intimidating.
Yes.
So that's, I've managed to be able to express what I want from AI. And obviously I love systems. So building out entire systems and workflows and automating as much as I can. That's where the real money is in AI for realtors. Like, not going in and producing one thing, it's producing entire systems in 5 minutes, which is, what's going to generate us business. If we're creating funnels and workflows, that is what brings money into our business. And that's what is worth it.
Okay. So I guess I feel like a lot of the AI trainings that I've seen for real estate agents has been mainly regarding prompts. The one I saw with you was setting up your chat GPT so that it's personalized to you, which I really like, because I'm like, okay, I have all these prompts, I understand that, but that was different to me. So I guess my next question is what do you teach that you think is besides just the prompts, what do you think is most important for real estate agents to know, or what they should be using AI for? And like you said, I mean, maybe you could dive in a little bit more about the systems and stuff too.
Yeah. So I have a really popular, I call it like my quarterly business plan. And I have all the agents that I coach use it. And they're basically going in and they're uploading data. So like a market report or stats, and that's their starting point. Data should be your starting point for everything, because you're cutting down any potential for hallucinations or inaccuracies that everybody's so worried about. Well, if you upload the data, if you give it the stats to work off of, that's going to solve your problem right there. But then from using those stats for your area or your niche, right? You're going to, sorry, my phone keeps vibrating. You're going to then, it's going to tell you, well, through prompting, it's going to tell you exactly who you should be targeting, who's most likely to buy or sell according to the data, right? And then once you have that information, you pick a demographic that you would like to focus on, and it'll generate a whole persona with pain points. And then you use the persona and pain points to generate entire systems and funnels. So you're going to use that to generate your full prospecting plan, your ad campaign, your organic social media campaign, your lead magnets, your landing page copy, your like highly targeted drip campaigns, and even scripts and objection handling for when the leads start coming in. That is a system.
Wow.
And you can do all of that in like 10 minutes and maybe another 10 minutes to paste everything in the appropriate places of your funnel, like onto your landing page or into your drip campaigns. Yeah.
This is what your coaching is teaching people how to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's going to make you money.
Right.
Like asking it to make you a listing description is not going to make you any freaking money. And honestly, like, I don't know why agents use ChatGPT to generate listing descriptions, because the amount, like through a regular prompt through ChatGPT, the amount of like words you have to type in, why aren't you just writing it yourself? I actually created a really cool custom GPT that will generate listing descriptions for you, except all you have to do is upload the pictures of your listing and type in the address. That's all you have to do. So yeah, that is what's saving time. Right?
You're like, okay, I need this in my life, like yesterday.
And then how would you turn your list? Like, how would you turn that into a workflow? Well, just off the top of my head, now that I have a listing description, I'm going to ask it to generate an ad copy, and then a social media post, and then a drip campaign that is basically just reiterating all of the information from the listing description. Like, do you know what I mean? So that's how you create workflows, and that's where the real value is. Okay,
that is amazing. I love that. And I love that you bring in the drip campaigns too. And probably I'm assuming ChatGPT could even consult you on whether you should be sending those via text or email. Like,
absolutely. And it's wonderful. It'll even give you an aggressive call schedule for when because you still need to call your leads, people. Like, this is what it is. So it'll give you like a proven schedule, an aggressive one, or whatever, maybe not an aggressive, whatever you ask it to give you, it will give you. And that's the power of ChatGPT. Like, it can literally create anything for you. You just need to know what to ask for, and you need to know how to ask for it to get the optimized level of result. And that's why this is a communication skill, not a tech skill.
Right. Like, just being able to get as specific as possible. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. As specific as possible. Give it references. Like, I have it channel, like if I'm creating a call script, I'm going to have it channel Jeremy Lee Minor, right? Who's like my favorite. And you have to give it as much information as possible.
Okay, cool.
So not only around with it more, I'm like scared of it for some reason. Like, new stuff. I'm like, what it was.
Yeah, but and that's why I feel like her course could be good, Casey, because she's already like done all this. There's no reason to be scared, because she's like, this is her implementing it already. You know,
I always say, work smarter, not harder.
Work smarter, not harder. That's the whole point of this podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, I want to point out, like, I use my own system. So the entire process that I teach is really like funnel building with AI. I use that for my coaching business, and I've been able to grow $1 million business in 5 months with one employee in AI because of this process and the system.
I love it. That's insane.
Yeah.
Gosh. So not only with workflows and funnels, are you also using ChatGPT to help you generate your social media content as well?
Yeah.
Or other AI tools, I should say too.
Yeah. Sometimes I just use ChatGPT. Sometimes I use several tools. So basically, I can take an agent from idea to creation to editing to posting all with AI, which is that's what's significantly going to cut down your time. We're going to get the ideas from AI. We're going to script the video with AI. We're going to create the captions and titles and descriptions and everything you need with AI. Then all you have to do is shoot the video. But I'm actually experimenting with some stuff where we won't even have to do that anymore.
Yeah, I've heard of a few. I mean, and I'm sure they're going to get even better, but I've seen, I can't remember any of the names, but I've seen a few tools. I think maybe like from Phil Stringer's presentations on, there's like AI tools that actually they can use pictures of you and it'll be like a video of you talking, right?
Yeah, so there's I feel like I've explored all these, and the one that I'm currently experimenting with is HeyGen.
Hey, Jen.
They've been around for a while, and I haven't used them because I'm kind of like they kind of weren't there yet. But
Right.
now HeyGen has a live streaming capability, so I've decided to dive deep into it because, to me, if an avatar of myself can live stream connected to Chat GPT, right? To like directly answer questions, that means that I can literally host my video, like a video of me on my website as a chatbot and have it answer questions in real time.
That's crazy to think about. Wow.
Yeah, so I'm diving deep in that right now. That's a project I'm working on for the next month.
Got it. So, how are you like consulting EXP? Like, are you helping them with the Luna or Luna? So Luna is our AI chatbot that we have that can help answer EXP related questions.
No, just AI solutions. So right now I'm working with Carolyn Merchant's team, the marketing department. So that's what we're focusing on. And what I do is I build AI solutions like custom GPTs that will streamline their work. So when you're dealing with a company or a team, let's say a team, you want to build GPTs or AI bots that are set with a tight parameter and SOP of how you do business.
Okay.
Because the advantage of that is that anybody can come in, whether they're new or experienced and been working in the department before, and everything coming out, all the content being created will be at the level that is set by the GPT, no matter what. Basically, you can't fuck it up. You know what I mean? Like, and it's wonderful.
Nothing to be scared of, right?
Yeah. It can cut down repetitive tasks that it takes manpower to do. It can cut down on mistakes. It can really set a level of product and service at a very high standard and ensure that anybody that's using it can't veer from that, right?
Yeah.
So for training, I'm doing consulting with another brokerage right now, and we are turning all of the SOPs into a GPT so that this is a large company as well. So like we're working on front desk right now, right? So for the front desk, there's like 7 or 8 people that like work part-time, full-time, whatever. And there are like pages and pages of procedures and policies, right? And checklists and all of that stuff. So I feed it into the GPT. And then anybody working behind the desk, if they have questions, they don't have to go through manuals. They don't have to, ask somebody. They can literally have a conversation with the bot and it will tell them exactly what they need to do for any scenario.
Nice. And that just saves everybody more time.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. So I guess besides ChatGPT, what are some of your other favorite AI tools for real estate agents that we should be using in our lives and our businesses to make us more efficient?
Okay, so we need to think of it in terms of leverage, okay? Right. And in order for agents to scale, historically, we have needed a lot of money. To start a business, it is an investment. To scale a business, it's a larger investment. So I like to look at the tools in terms of how much money we can save. So we have like marketing expenses and marketing departments, whether there's somebody that we pay in-house or we freelance that work out. So you're talking your socials, any content you want to create would be created by your marketing department, whether it's blogs or mail outs or whatever you guys do, right?
Yeah.
Socials, ads, all of that can be replaced with ChatGPT, YouTube. I use vidIQ. Answerthepublic.com is a site owned by Neil Patel. All of your ideas should be coming from there because I feel like it's super simple to figure out SEO.
Okay.
And you think of it in terms of you need to know who your target is and you need to answer the questions that they're asking on a frequent and consistent basis. That's all there is to SEO. And SEO is alive and well on social media. So the same goes for social media. There's no big mystery to this, okay? Literally just know who you're talking to and answer the questions they're asking. Yeah. And Neil Patel has a wonderful site called answerthepublic.com. I get all of my ideas for videos there. You put in your topic, industry, and it tells you what people are searching.
Wow. Yeah.
So those are my top 3 to replace marketing. Then,
wait, sorry. So that was Answer the Public, vidIQ, which is a tool for YouTube.
Yes. And ChatGPT, of course. And ChatGPT.
Right.
Next, let's, do you guys do video on social media?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you edit your own videos?
Yes. I have someone editing for YouTube.
How much?
I use a video for a lot of my editing for like even these podcasts. We'll chunk, like it'll take little chunks and you can put captions on it and stuff.
Yeah. So a lot of agents are hiring a video editor, whether from like Fiverr or whatever, there's
like Upwork or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, it's around $2,500 to $7,000 a month.
Yeah.
It's really expensive. And you can easily cut that cost right out by using my 2 favorites. So for short form video, I use Captions app. It's my absolute favorite.
Captions app. Okay.
And then for long form video, I use Veed.io. And I use them because if you're creating a lot of content, how many takes does it take you guys to get one video that you like? Because you mess up the words, you know what I mean? Like you stumble on a word. So basically, I read a script next to my camera and then I push one button in either of those apps and it redirects my eye gaze.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's why I prefer those 2. I believe those are the only 2 video editors that have the eye gaze redirect right now. There could be more by now, but they have other things like animated captions, zoom in, zoom out with one click, right? It's on the keywords, sound effects, all kinds of stuff. They can translate your voice. They have the most capabilities, I find. So I would recommend using an AI-powered video editor to cut some serious costs. Now, let's think in terms of like social media management. These social media management companies are always messaging me and they're costly. They're like $1,000+ a month. Okay. Yeah. And you don't need them because they literally just use a distribution system and an AI powered one. So I use realestatecontent.ai.
Okay.
It's wonderful. It's social media distribution, but it also creates static posts for you with AI.
You said realestatemedia.com, right?
Realestatecontent.ai.
I didn't have that. I'm trying to write over here.
Real estate content. I'm like, I clicked that. I don't know why. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. You can, it won't generate your videos because you need to be on your videos, but you can upload your videos there. And then for your static posts, like your pictures and your word posts, it will actually generate the content for you. It knows your brand. There's like a whole branding section in there. Yeah. And then it schedules and distributes everything for you to all platforms. So that takes away another, $1,000 a month. Okay.
Yeah, minimum.
And then let's get into automation. So, GoGo, she's huge on automation. I'm huge on automation, and I use 2 sites for it. For my social media automation, I use ManyChat.
Okay, yeah.
And for all other automations in my business, like anything and everything, I use Zapier.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry. Zapier. But I don't just use Zapier, the website. I use the custom GPT that they've built within ChatGPT. Okay. Because all I have to do is go in there and say, okay, so when a lead comes in on Facebook and fills out a lead form, I want that lead form to go to my CRM. Then I want that lead to also be populated into an Excel spreadsheet. And then I want to get a text message alerting me that it's there. It will build out the whole thing for me. All I got to do is connect my apps. So Zapier's come a long way with their AI. Like they've been around forever, and I've been using it for like years, probably like 10 years. But it was complicated before. Like I have no computer skills whatsoever. So
that's crazy to me.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, I do not like. Oh my God, I've never like filled out. So my assistant was here and filling out a Google Sheet this morning, and I'm trying to add a field, and I'm like, how do I do this? Like, I don't know how to use computers very well. I am not a techie person. So Zapier was a little difficult for me outside of some basic automations, but now with their custom GPT that they've built and the AI right in the platform, you can literally just tell it what you want to automate and it'll build it out for you. It's brilliant. Like and that's where we're going to save manpower, because these are repetitive tasks that we would pay an assistant to do. An assistant full-time will cost like $2,200 plus a month. Right. So now we've just cut that expense out. So we've saved ourselves a hell of a lot of money today. Right. Yeah. And we're able to operate at a level as an agent who is paying for all of these things to scale their business. Yeah. So very important. The power of AI is leverage.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Do you have, or how are you using AI just to make your personal life more efficient as well?
So I have conversations with ChatGPT a lot about improving my business.
Okay.
I think that's where a lot of people are falling short. Anything that I create, whether it's a presentation or like anything I create for my business or my personal life, I upload to ChatGPT and ask it to analyze, critique, and suggest improvements for.
Okay.
If you want to start a business, like it can build out anything for you. For my personal life, like I'm not really using it a lot for my personal life because I have no personal life.
Really?
This is like, I'm your entrepreneur who is literally lives and breathes what I do. So like I play with my dogs, and I feel like AI can't help me with that.
I know. I thought I'd ask because I know a lot of people who are using it for like creating workout programs for themselves, or even like I have a client who uploads like pictures of himself regularly and says like, what areas of my body do I need to be working out more or like or focusing on? Ooh. Or, this is in my fridge. What are some meals I can make? Because, being an entrepreneur, I feel like it's not about, I don't know. A lot of people talk about like work-life balance. I feel like it's just integrating, different things of your life with your business, but then also, finding out ways you can be more efficient in your personal life too, and how you can knock two birds out with one stone, or more than one bird. So
one thing I really want to experiment with is, because I travel a lot to speak, like all over.
Yes.
Like I'm in Europe twice this summer, and oh God, I'm just like all over the place.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start using it for travel, 100%. That's what I'm gonna start using it for.
Yeah.
But like you talk about work-life balance, I have some pretty, I don't know, I have some pretty, I think maybe unique ideas around that. I think if you're an entrepreneur, there is no work-life balance. There's like off season and on season.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know. People probably hate me for saying that, but it is what it is, right?
No, everybody's different, and I don't know. I respect an opinion, so
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so we've got all these tools for marketing, for lead gen, and then you're working on something for listing descriptions. What about that one? I think it was which one was it that helps you create graphics?
So like Dolly,
okay.
Journey. Here's the thing,
Canva
guys.
has AI plugged into it too, right?
Yeah, I'm not a creative, like visually creative person, so I kind of just stay away from all of that. I'm not the person to ask about, creativity at all. I'm not artistic, so I feel like I'm never creating stuff like that ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so what, I guess, I don't know, you have a YouTube channel, right? Like, what do you use for creating thumbnails?
Oh, I just use Canva.
Okay.
Yeah, I just use Canva. I take somebody else's template and I just switch everything up.
Yeah. And in a lot of I'm looking at your Instagram. Oh, and you know what? If you guys want to follow Carrie on Instagram, I've got her Instagram rolling on the marquee on the bottom. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, I guess if you're listening to this, okay, say your last name one more time.
Sauve.
It's at Carrie Sauve, CarrieSoave and Associates. So you can follow her on Instagram. Anyways, what I was saying is it's a lot of, like reels and video, not necessarily like intricate graphics either. So.
No, I'm all video. Like I'll throw a picture up there if my husband takes a good one. I haven't had my headshots done in like 12 years. It's so funny because this is something I should be doing because it's out everywhere and I feel like I don't even look like that person anymore. But yeah, I have a lot of pictures of myself just because my husband takes them when we're
out. That's cute. Well, speaking of that, I feel like there's so many of those headshot generators. Do you have one that you suggest that you think is best? Because I've tried a couple and I swear it never looks like me.
I tried one. I can't remember the name of it, and it was just awful. So I was like,
I haven't found a good one.
To the pictures of me and like change the color filter on it.
Yeah. Throw a little black and white on there. It's fine.
Right? Absolutely.
So, any other hacks, tips, or tricks around AI that you think real estate agents should know?
Yeah, you don't have to figure this out yourself because as easy as AI is to learn, it is 10 times as time consuming navigating all the information out there yourself. It took me, I would say, like a good year to really get to a place where I'm the expert. And that was like 10-hour days for a year straight. Mind you, when I started, there was no traditional information out there. Like I was on Reddit and Discord, which is completely out of my element. Completely. I'd never even heard about these sites before.
And just like looking up like how to do stuff or like what tools?
Literally inserting myself into conversations that developers were having when it was released. That's how I figured it out. And the good news is there are people, like there's not a lot of people, but there are a few people in North America that do teach it. And I would highly recommend it, because what you can learn in 2 months from somebody might take you 2 years to do on your own.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think that's my advice.
So I'd love to, I know we're supposed to be focusing this on AI, but I'd love to hear a little bit about your tips for social media as well.
Yeah. Honestly, answering the questions that your audience is asking is the number one.
Yeah.
But we have to remember that the frequency, there's a few things about social media. First of all, social media is the only place that you can pump out massive amounts of valuable content. And that's going to be needed in terms of GEO, which is like the generative engine optimization, which is AI generated content, right?
Okay.
You're going to need that to be discoverable by AI. And what else would I say about social media? We've never, I don't know about you guys, but I've never gotten a client unless there's been a level of trust. It's either because they know me and they've met me in person and they trust me, or somebody else has referred them to me and they trust me, you know, through that person, right? They trust that person enough to use me. It's so much harder to generate trust digitally when you're not meeting people, which is why the content is so key. Like the value that you give is so important, and the frequency to gaining that trust, because you're not going to get clients unless you're generating trust. I think we all need to remember that. Nobody's going to trust you because you're putting up some other agent's listings every day. Do you know what I mean? You have to talk to the camera. You have to talk to your audience. You have to answer the questions they're asking. So that's super important. Authenticity is key. The way I went about it on social media was I became the ambassador to my area.
Yes.
So I didn't just post about real estate. I posted where to eat, where to get your hair done. Like if anybody, and I had a lot of, because I was in commercial, I had a lot of like builders and developers following me. And as they moved into Hamilton from like bigger cities, so from like Toronto into the suburbs, they would message me, hey, where's the best pizza in town? Where do I do this? Where do I do that? And eventually I got their business, right? Because people are not looking for homes every day, but they're looking for something else every day. So to get them coming back to your page for everything else is what's going to convert them into clients when they do decide to buy or sell.
Love it. I love it. That's so funny. That's even just me sitting here thinking about it. Like I had someone message me like, hey, I'm in San Angelo for the day. Where's the best place for brunch? Like I could totally do a video on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what my Glenwood Good Evening Glenwood was about, like the businesses and the round. And we brought in like the owners of the different businesses.
Yeah. That was Casey's podcast before. Good Evening Glenwood. Then Glenwood's the street that she like, her and her significant other just like own.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
And there's just tons of restaurants. It's downtown Raleigh, basically. So,
and another tip I have for social media is micro influencer endorsements. I've always put my money into endorsement as opposed to ads, because if say we're like we're like, okay, I'm in the market for some new like hand cream. Okay. Are we going to buy the hand cream that comes up on our feed a million times? Or are we going to buy the hand cream that somebody that we follow and trust is recommending?
The one that we follow and trust.
That's something to consider too. I've always had partnerships with other influencers in my market. Just like as an idea, we have like a local CFL team. So I partnered with the spokesperson for the team, and he was very trusted by, you know, such a wide range of people, because we have to think about getting exposure and getting in front of people that we necessarily wouldn't. Like we're a real estate agent or a real estate team. we're going to be limited on who wants to follow us, right? They've got to want to hear about houses all the time.
Right.
So getting that exposure from a different demographic, is a really good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, would you do videos with them or like have them post something about you? What did that?
Both. Yeah. We had we would do everything, and we were friends too. So we would be out all the time as well and just film content, just silly little stuff. And, you don't always have to post about like the amenities in your area. You can show your life because people are going to connect with you because of who you are, what you like to do. You need to connect, right? You need to build relationships. So I post a lot of my dogs.
Yeah. Same.
And I post like a lot of like lost animals, rescues that need adoption, stuff like that. So I'm gonna people are gonna line with me that have the same interests.
Yes.
And then the more types of content I have on my page that's relevant to them as per area, and then real estate, it's just going to translate into business, which is great.
Yes. I love that. Those are great tips. So where do you think the future of, or what do you think the future of AI is going to look like? Like what do you think are some upcoming trends or platforms that we should be keeping an eye on or that we'll probably see?
There's a couple that I know of that will be releasing like MLS based AI.
Okay.
There's one that I'm doing some work with. They're going to be connected to, listings and solds. And then from there, they're going to be able to pull comps and reports for you within seconds for your clients, content for you in seconds that's branded. Like that's really the future for real estate. But I think in general, task-oriented jobs aren't going to be as important. It's going to be the thought leaders and the idea people that are going to make money. This is a revolution, like the Industrial Revolution, like any revolution.
Right.
So, our need for types of services and jobs are going to go away naturally, but it's going to make room for new types of jobs and new types of industry. And just use your head, people. Ideas are where the money is now, and it's where the future is going. So
yes, I was even thinking about that with like the entertainment industry. Like a lot of the actors and actresses are protesting because they're going to be able to, or Netflix or Amazon, they can make productions with just AI with like people in a suit and doing the same.
Yeah.
Like we could have Tom Cruise in 40 years when he's, long gone. It's just, it's weird to think about, but I'm like, there's going to have to be people doing those jobs for them too. And I feel bad for them, but
I know
that's the way the world's going. But it'll be interesting to see what jobs are created out of that, not even in the real estate industry.
Yeah, I was talking to a lawyer a few months ago. And they're like, well, I don't work with people that want to use AI and I'm going to lose business. And I'm like, why don't you just like shift your offering and have like a separate offering that double checks everybody's AI contracts for them? It's lower ticket. Yeah. But you have to change with the times and maybe pick up that loss of at least you're recouping something. And then maybe, people have to shift. People have to pivot. And we're at that time right now. So.
Rocky was pivoting. He was shifting.
Yeah.
Here, pivot and shift. And he decided to move.
Oh my gosh.
Little bunny.
Yeah. So, and it'll be, I would love to have comps done.
At your fingertips. I'll let you know when it's ready.
Yeah.
You can be one of the first. How about that?
Yeah.
Especially when you're out in the field. If it's like an app or something you can do on your phone real quick.
Oh, literally, like you'll just walk into a property and your client will be like, your buyer will be like, I'm interested in this. And then you could just do a voice clip to your AI. I'm at the property, send me a full report, and also email it to my client. And like it's so invaluable.
It'll be perfect for when your client springs another one on you when you're out and about. Well, let's go look at this one. Okay, well, I haven't put comps on it yet because you didn't know you were showing it. But at the same time, you can get them real quick. So
exactly.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, I mean that would because technically, or this is the way it is for. I don't know if it's like United States or if it's just Texas, but technically, I'm pretty sure that there's a rule that we have to do a CMA for both the buyer, like if we have someone buying a house and if we have someone selling a house. I mean that would be helping us keep in compliance too.
Yeah.
So it's even like not only is it like helping us do our jobs, but even like saving us from legal battles too.
Yeah, on the productivity level of AI, I think that the use of data is where that side of the industry is going.
Got it.
So being able to manipulate, interpret, analyze, and predict, right? Mm-hmm. So that's super important. We can pretty much do that right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I saw yesterday that CoStar, who owns like not only homes.com, but like all of the commercial platforms, LoopNet. I mean, they're like growing like crazy. I saw that they just bought Matterport. If you don't know what Matterport is, it's that tool that creates kind of like 3D doll houses of your subject property. And I saw that they're acquiring Matterport, and I'm like, I bet there's some sort of play with like AI to have that information on different houses. Like, think of how many houses have already, been uploaded to Matterport. Like, there's probably
CoStar has a bigger problem, and that's the quality of data that they hold. On the commercial side, they do not hold enough data to do any predictive analytics, and a lot of commercial real estate is transacted off market.
Yes.
Well, I think it's all off market in the US. Most of it is off market in Canada. So the person that holds the keys to the registrar's office is going to be a freaking billionaire.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how it's going to work. Because in my personal opinion, I don't rely on CoStar for any of my data. It's inaccurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For commercial.
Yeah.
But I feel like with their acquisition of homes.com, that was pretty big for their residential side.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And hopefully most of everything, I don't know how it works in the US, is on MLS. So
yeah.
And the homes are more similar and easier for comparative analysis reasons.
Yeah.
Commercial, you're looking at like land for development and price per yard and like price per lot and, hotels with like 200 doors. And it's just so much harder.
Yeah.
And if you're only holding like 50% of the data available, it is inaccurate.
Right.
And that is just all I'm going to say. Like for any kind of comparative and pricing reason, it's inaccurate.
Yeah. Very interesting to think about. So what about trends on the social media side that you think we're going to be seeing? Do you think I don't know. I feel like the ManyChat will definitely hold for a while. What do you think we're going to be seeing going forward?
So I've already connected ManyChat with an AI bot host.
Okay.
So basically, we can create AI sales bots and booking bots, right?
Yes.
So we can now create them that are trained on our own data, and it can answer as ChatGPT would with our knowledge base that we feed it and host it on a website.
Yeah.
This is common practice now. So I figured out how to connect that bot into ManyChat. So now it can also live in the DMs of your Facebook and Instagram. I would love if somebody were to make an automation tool like ManyChat, or if ManyChat could connect to TikTok, connect to LinkedIn, connect to Twitter, connect to all the platforms, because content creators are on every platform.
Right.
As for like the future of what's going on, those agents that are not on social media and really learning how to utilize it and gain business from it now are going to miss the boat again.
Yeah.
And when I say again, I mean, every time there's a big shift in social media, there's an opening that allows whoever comes first to really take advantage and grow their brand and create a massive following. We had it with Twitter. We had it when Instagram started, when it was just pictures. We had it again on Instagram when Reels came and video came. Okay. That door has been closed for video now, but now it's open again because we have AI, and it is giving everybody an opportunity to create better video and massive amounts of it a lot quicker. So that door's open right now, but it's going to close. It's already closed in other industries. We're seeing content creators in other industries that have come out of nowhere because they're using AI to make better quality videos, better content, and they're doing it at a massive scale.
Yeah.
That's coming for the real estate industry.
Yeah.
And once more and more people start using it, that door is going to close again. And those of you who, again, did not jump in to take advantage of this will be left out until the next big thing. And who knows how long that's going to be. What do these come in like 10-year intervals? You know what I mean? So get in. The early adopters will win. Use AI to build a massive brand now before it is too late and your competition is too fierce and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yes. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to tell us, I know you have a podcast as well. Will you tell us about your podcast? And also, with that being said, your AI event as well coming up.
Yeah. So I do have a podcast. I brought in, I've had the podcast for a year. It's called Everything They Never Told You About Real Estate. And it was picked up by EXP's radio station, KGCI. So I'm
one of ours.
So I was one of the original hosts on there. So I brought in a co-host, Jennifer Jones. She's an absolute rock star. She runs one of the top teams in Canada. She's got over 50 agents.
Okay.
And she's also, she's been implementing AI into her team since September. So she's one of my early adopters, and it's a really good show. So you should check it out. It's available everywhere. All the podcast stations, obviously KGCI, Real Estate on Air, as well as YouTube. And I have a big event coming up. So my big vision for my career was to hold a massive conference. I've been thinking about this and manifesting it for 2 years, maybe 3 years.
Oh.
And I just booked the Niagara Falls Convention Center in Niagara Falls, Canada. It's going to be AI for real estate. So it's 2 days of AI. I have broker owners. I have the largest teams in North America who are using AI at a high level, the top producers in North America who are using AI at a high level. I have the newest tech companies with new AI products coming out to demo. We have a whole innovation hub where like you can go in and kind of like experience all of these products and see what's great for you. We're expecting over 1,000 agents.
Wow.
We have massive sponsors. And what are we doing? We're shopping for a hologram right now, aren't we, Morgan? This is going to be wild. We have
oh my gosh
from all over the US for this.
Yes.
We have Tatiana Landono is confirmed. If you know her, she has like 3 million followers on TikTok. And Gogo's coming up. She'll be speaking on AI in terms of automation. Tatiana will be AI for social media. We have some great speakers, and we have some celebrity speakers coming who I'm not going to spill the beans yet.
Okay.
But just follow me and you'll see everything roll out. But tickets are on sale right now. We have early bird tickets on sale right now, and it's going to be a great time. We're planning the event for the nighttime right now at a club in the casino. It's going to be, so the event is right across from the casino.
Okay.
It's literally, if you've never been to Niagara Falls before, it's like a mini Vegas. It is going to be wild. So make sure you guys are coming up.
Yes, would love to. This is how we got, like, Casey and I just went to the Gold Bar Live event in New York City, and we
it was so
we literally had Juan Carlos Barneche. I don't know if you know him. He's EXP as well, but we had him on. He's like, y'all should come. We're like,
why not?
It was amazing. This is how these types of things get started, and you get connected to people and learn. It's all.
So are we going to Canada, Hallie?
I know. Yeah, I'm down. East Coast too, Casey. So easy for you.
What'd you say?
East Coast too, so it's easy for you.
I don't know if that one will be a direct flight, but New York's like a 45-minute flight for me. It's super, super easy.
Yeah.
It's September 26th and 27th. Okay. So it's really warm here. I still have my pool open in September, end of September, and it's going to be really nice. So it's safe to come to Canada at that time.
Yes, safe. Yeah, maybe not like December, January, February.
Yeah.
I can see the Canada side of Niagara Falls.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Okay, and then Carrie, if people want to do coaching with you, how do they sign up for that? Should they message you on Instagram, or what's the best?
Yeah, they can message me on any of the platforms. I monitor everything unless you say a trigger word. Maybe it'll be ManyChat, but but you'll get me eventually. So just reach out.
Amazing. Oh my gosh. Love it. Okay, cool. Well, again, guys, thank you, Carrie, for coming on. I mean, this was amazing episode. I have like all these different tabs open with stuff to like.
I was trying to write.
Yes. Yes. And guys, if you want to connect with Carrie, we've got her Instagram again, rolling on the marquee at the bottom. Is there anywhere else that you'd like people to connect with you, Carrie?
No, I'm on all platforms though, so you can reach out anywhere.
Carrie Soav and Associates. I said it right.
Sauve.
Oh my God, Sauve. I thought I had it. Sauve.
That's okay. That's okay.
Sauve.
The charm.
Sauve.
Love it. Yes. Okay, and guys, don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Follow our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to check out Carrie's as well. You can follow her. It was everything you
never knew about real estate.
Everything you never knew about real estate podcast. Okay, there we go. Love it. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. And if you liked this episode, or if you didn't like this episode, leave us a review either way. We are always open to feedback. Always wanting to learn and be better. So with that being said, thank you, Carrie Sauve, for coming on.
Thank you
like
for having
it in. I get my name wrong all the time. So I'm like, I hate it. So I'm like, I need to get it right. So thank you, Carrie, for coming on. And we will see you guys next week for another episode of Realtor Hacks, Tips, and Tricks.
Have a great week.
Thank you.